going to be talking about one of the requests that I've received. It's if you're coming to Ireland to study. So what do you need? To study in Ireland, you need a student visa. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about all the type of visa you apply for, the documentation needed for you to apply for the visa, how much it will cost, and any other information. All right. Again, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. If you're not following me on Instagram, LinkedIn, please, you have to. So on Instagram, Noskoshola, on LinkedIn, I'm Olayinka Aremu. Okay, that's my name. Twitter, Noskoshola, and whereas Facebook, Noskoshola or Olayinka Aremu, I'm available there. So again, please make sure to subscribe. So back now, let's talk about student visas to study in Ireland. There's so many ways you can come to Ireland for those that love Ireland. Ireland is a beautiful place. Ireland is a beautiful place. I'm in love with this country. I love my home country. I love Nigeria, but I love Ireland the most now, okay? So if you want to come to Ireland as a student, okay, so you need the student visa. If you are a non-EEA national, so that means you are not from any of the European country, because citizens of certain countries, like European countries, do not need visa to come to Ireland, So if you want to know if maybe your country is on the list of those that don't need a visa, check the link in the comment section. Okay, just check the link attached. So I've put there a list of visa requirements for entering Ireland, and link of those countries that have the waiver as well. So if you are a non-EEA, that means you are from the list of countries that need a visa, then you must be enrolled in a full-time course. They have what they call the interim list of eligible programs. So there are programs that are eligible in Ireland. So I have the link as well there for you to check all the eligible programs that you can actually get visa for, because it's not all programs that they run in Ireland here that you can say you want to come and study. Do you understand? So, if you are a non-EEA national coming into Ireland, you must be enrolled in a full-time, capital letter, full-time, not part-time, a full-time course on the list. So visa requirements for this, or if you're applying for this, you must apply online. So all application is online. Don't let anybody, just calm you by saying it is a paper application. There's no paper application for visa in this century, because there is no paper. Why we have agents doing this application, all application is online. So if you wish to study in Ireland for less than 3 months, maybe you should apply for a study visa. So maybe a short course and all that, and that is full-time. If your course lasts longer than 3 months, you should apply for the study visa. So again, I've done a video explaining the types of visa, the short visa, the long visa. So you might want to refer back to that video and check, all right? So you need to provide the following documentation. Let me tell you the documents you need to apply for your study visa. Please remember that original documents are required and they must be in English. So if you need to translate, you must translate and get it notarized. Notarized means that you have to get either a lawyer, a solicitor, or a recognized individual or body to, certify. It's like a certified copy. So notarized means like a certified copy. So if you need help with this, or we need more information about this, again, you can send me a DM, depending on your country, and we can, direct you to where you can get a notarized copy of your documents. So remember, again, I go back through that again. It has to be original documents are required and must be in English. So you need a letter of acceptance. I've talked about originality of your document. Now, the second one is letter of acceptance from a recognized school or college or University of Ireland, confirming that you have been accepted on a course of study. What that means is that you have to have admission. So you can't just say that you want to come and study in Ireland without having an admission. You want to apply for study visa. So you have to first of all apply to a school and get your admission. So admission is that, so you need that letter of acceptance that you have been accepted for so course for so year or so duration. Remember, like I said, the course of study must be full-time, lasting an academic year, and have a minimum of 15 hours per week study time. Full-time with minimum of 15 hours per week study time. So these are very, very important. So second thing is you must show evidence of academic ability to pursue the chosen course during the program through English language. So unless it is an English language course, so you must show that you have that ability. Sometimes they require they require maybe your English proficiency testing, just for you to prove that you have the ability to pursue the program through English language. All right, that's the English proficiency test or certification or any document to show that you can, pursue the program through English language. Okay. Now, the fourth thing there is evidence that the fees for the course have been paid in full. All right. So most of the schools will require you to pay so amount before, they can grant you, their, what will I call it now, acceptance, even if they've given you admission for you them to confirm that you can come in and to give you all the document that will support your visa. They need you to pay certain amount of fee, or maybe even the full fee or something. So depending on the school. So you need to show evidence of this payment. So if the school requires you to pay a certain percentage of it, then you need to show the proof. Okay, so that's that. Then the fifth one is evidence that you have enough funds to maintain yourself for the initial part of your stay. Why? We know that there are funding, scholarships, some tuition waiver from different schools. I'll try to do that in another video. You need to show evidence that you can sustain yourself, you can maintain yourself, like you can pay for your accommodation, you can fend for yourself, you can pay for your utilities and all that. So minimum of, usually they look at about 7,000 euros. You must have evidence of this fund. So either in your own account, if you are self-funding, or you have a sponsor. So this evidence has to be there. All right. So if you have a sponsor, evidence that you or your sponsor have access to at least 7,000 euros for each subsequent year of your studies. So it's not just that initial year. They want to see that, is there any evidence, is there any business going there, any source of funding, for subsequent years as well. I got denied US visa in 2019 or so, no, not 2016, just because I could not prove that I have, that consistent flow of income, because I put it there that I was self-funding, so with that, I was denied the visa. So something like that, you need to be able to prove that you or your sponsor, have that access to at least 7,000 euros for each subsequent year of your studies, in addition to the course fees for each of those years. Okay, I know the amount looks very, very big and all that, overwhelming, but if you put your mind to it, you can actually make plans towards this. You also need to prove or show evidence that you have private medical insurance. Now, this is very important. You can get medical insurance in your country. You can get medical insurance. There are so many medical insurance companies, even online, that can help you. You can just start your insurance there. You also need to be able to explain any gaps in your educational history. So for those, probably you finished school in 2019 and you've been looking for a job for 5 years, so now you decide to go and study. So within that 5 years gap, what have you been doing? So you need to be able to show that explanation of any gap. Were you working somewhere? Were you doing a course? Just put it, they look for maybe some information. Even in the application, you'll have places where you can write this. I need to be very clear when you're writing that. Also, confirmation that you intend to return to your country of permanent residence when you leave Ireland. So I know this is very, very tricky, and this is, a very, what will I call it now, big thing. And you feel like you're going for study. Why? Some people don't want to go back. That's just most of the time. You just want to stay there. But initially, for you to get the visa, it's important that you show evidence, confirm that you're able to return. So they need to see this confirmation either by you have a family behind, you have assets back home, or you have a business going on that you will return to after school, after studying. So those are, when I talk about the documents that you need. Remember that the granting of a student visa to study in Ireland does not confer the automatic rights of anyone to join or visit you in Ireland. So whether they are relative or not. So we just need to know this. I know maybe when you're graduating, you want to invite your parents and all that. You can always apply for this and, going through all the process as well. For detailed information about every other thing, you can check the link again, if you need more information. Now, if you don't need an entry visa to enter Ireland, do you need a student visa to apply to study? So no, if you do not require an entry visa to enter Ireland, you do not require a student visa to study in Ireland. I think I've explained that earlier on. All right. Now, permission to remain. For instance, if you have come to Ireland now, you study, students from a non-EU country who intend studying in Ireland for a period of more than 3 months must register after they arrive. So even though you have gotten the visa, as soon as you get in, you need to register with the immigration office that you'll be staying more than 3 months. Okay, if your course is more than 3 months, like I said, so you need to do that. And your passport will be endorsed with that condition. So that gives you a legal right to stay in Ireland. All right. So again, non-EU students coming to Ireland for the first time may not get permission to remain in Ireland if they have their children with them or intend their children to join them later on. So we need to be very clear and be very, very, put some wisdom in this so that you don't get denied your visa. And then student visa renewals can be done. If you live in Dublin or anywhere, you can always renew your student permission online. This is done online. This means that you do not have to book an appointment to attend the immigration office. Your Irish residence permit will be sent to you by post, so you can always do this. Now I want to talk about the fund, like how much, because that's the question, how much is the visa? So the standard non-refundable visa application processing fee, that's the standard. For single journey, it's a 60 euros. So you can convert that to your own foreign, country currency. For multiple journey visas, it's 100 euros. But remember that for this particular one, we're talking about student visa, you will be needing a single journey visa. Is that okay? So again, on how to apply, I'm going to drop in the link there, how you can apply for visa, or you can go online. It's everywhere. It's on Google there to check how can I apply for student visa and go through all the requirements, all the documents that you need. If you have watched this video and you have gotten anything tangible, you might want to drop it in the comment section. You might share this video, and please don't forget, subscribe. If you have any specific question, anything you want me to share or do a video on, please drop it in the comment section as well. I'll try as much as possible, to give you this information. How do you apply? You can apply online. It is entirely online. You can do this yourself, but if you need any help, you might want to get an agent. Make sure you are very careful, avoid scammers, I'll collect your money, and especially input of information. Make sure that when you're putting your information, you're putting the right information so that you don't get denied. All right, again, my name is Olayinka Aremu, and all I care about is your health career and your health. All right, so it's still about health and career. So thank you so much. Subscribe, and I'll see you some other time. Bye for now.